There's no denying they are cool. They are aesthetic, shiny, colorful, geometric things that are natural.
It's like natural artwork.
Exactly. It is so cool. And the things that I like to collect are generally very unique and different. Love rocks. My name's Amiel. I'm from New York. I live in Crescent City now. I sell rocks. 21. The last 2 years was selling on the East Coast at music festivals and different art festivals. Saved up enough money to move out to California. I also sell on Facebook. I have a Facebook page with about 3,900 likes now. It's my main source of income. So growing up, there were rocks in my house. My dad did crystal healing in the 70s and 80s. So growing up, I had crystals in my house, but I also had art and sculptures and everything else, and it didn't really make sense to me until I was like 15. I was on lot, and I saw people selling rocks, and I was like curious about it. So I asked them, and they said, it's a commodity you can sell and trade, and they're cool to collect. So I started collecting them more seriously then. And by the time I was about 18, I had a pretty good collection and made a company out of it, Crystallize. It's a collective of me and my friend John's work together. He does a lot of wire work and freelance artwork and different graphic design. So we're like the two people who put it together, and then it brings a bunch of different artists from all over the country together, Burlington, Colorado, California. If I can continue to make a job out of it, I'd love to. It's difficult, but I'm still young. You just really need to network and get your name out there. I know I cannot sit in front of a desk. I've done telemarketing jobs and office jobs, and I hated it. I know I'm a salesman, but I like talking to people and face-to-face interaction. Because I'll stay up all night doing it, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing work. I'm happy to do it all the time. So I sell things from all over the world. So I'm talking in one day to somebody in Pakistan, to somebody in Peru, to somebody in China, somebody in France, somebody in Germany, and everywhere in between on any given day. A new find from Inner Mongolia in China. So just that's pretty cool. I don't know too many people that get to talk to people all over the world on a regular basis and have, it may be only an online relationship, but some of these people I do know in person as well from going to different gem shows. So it's pretty cool. I'm able to do whatever I want. If I want to take a week off and go hiking, I can do that. With other jobs, they don't really give you that kind of flexibility. Because I'm an outdoorsy kind of guy, I like to be able to take trips. I like to do what I want to do and not be tied down to something necessarily. If I'm setting my own hours, if I know I need to make money, I'm not just going to go off on a trip. I'm going to bust my butt. I mean, everyone's allowed, to make their own decisions. I don't look down upon them for not pursuing what they love. For some people it's just a hobby, but for me, I'm trying to make it more than that, where I can sustain myself and make a living out of it. I've built a nice collection and an inventory of things that if, God forbid, I needed money in an emergency, I have plenty of things that I know could sell quickly. I also know that I've gained many skills through selling crystals and being at music festivals and talking to people and vending and doing that are skills I can apply in a more conservative job. Starting out, this company was nothing more than a Facebook page and me and a friend goofing around, making funny t-shirts and doing graphic design stuff. As a person, I was not serious about it. Now it is probably the most serious thing in my life. It's when I get up every day, it's the first thing I'm thinking about. It has made me much more mature because I'm dealing with large amounts of money now, where it wasn't, I'm going to spend $100 or something. These are serious investments where I really have to be serious about what I'm doing and, be very careful about how I spend my money. because this is, my money and my livelihood. I've always been good with people, but even more patience, I'll have 5 people message me and say they're going to buy something and not do it. I had somebody last week that reserved $2,000 worth of things for a week. No down payment, nothing, because he was supposed to be a friend of mine, and then went back on the deal. Let it, brush off my shoulder. So it's another thing, it helps with dealing with people. Patience. If I had just gotten, or if I had continued, I had a job in New York at selling brake supplies for trucks and boats and machinery. If I'd continued doing that, I might not have met as many people or been able to interact in the same ways. I would have just been cold calling and doing customer relations. So no, I would not have gotten the same skills.
Do you think you'd be as happy if you were still in New York just working that job?
No, that's why I left. Shelves broken down by type. Bottom shelf is all quartz and different varieties of quartz. Over here, like different quartz with garnets and hematite included. There's some things that are sold right now that are not in the cabinet, so it's empty. And some clear quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst, which is like a purple quartz. And then, all different kinds. And the top shelf is all fluorites, and anything included with fluorite. This section's mainly single cubes. This middle section is all new things that actually, what I was talking about earlier, is not discovered. I mean, obviously discovered, but not. Rocks are cool, unless you smoke them.